The process of purpose.
Walk it like I talk it, yeah, I walk it. Yeah. Flowers never grow without some water.
What's going on, Lions Den family, and welcome back to the channel. I just want to say thank you for the support and for the love that you all show to the channel. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel and comment below any topics that you would want me to talk about. So when we think about purpose, there's a process, right, that comes along with purpose. But too often we want to bypass the process and land right in purpose. We don't want to take the necessary steps. We don't want to do the work. We don't want to put in the time. We don't want to work the long hours. We don't want to do the things that are necessary to get us to where it is that God ultimately wants us to be. When I think of this topic, I think of David, right? You have a scenario where God is moving on from Saul and he's moving in the position of David, right? Where he sends the prophet Samuel to Jesse's house, who's David's father, and he tells him to go to Jesse's house, for there is a king there that I have chosen for myself, and I want you to anoint him as king. Samuel goes and he does exactly what it is that God instructs him to do. He anoints David. And at that moment, what most of us would think is that means that David has to instantly step into kingship, step into the role of king, because God anointed him, he called him, and he chose him. But what happens next is what takes many of us by surprise. It took me by surprise. You know, God, instead of putting him into the position of a king right away, God, after he anoints him, his first big assignment is to be the armor bearer of Saul, right? To play music whenever it was that a distressing spirit from God would overcome Saul. And Saul was seeking out, he needed someone in this position to play this music because it would help him every time he was in that place of being distressed, of being worried, of whatever it is that he was going through. And when I look at that, it reminds me every day, even on my journey, and it's what I want to encourage you with on your journey, is that we don't have to go from point A to point Z immediately. We don't have to try to skip over B and all the other letters in order to get to Z so that we can feel fulfilled. The fulfilling happens along the journey. It's because along the journey is where your character is developed, is where your mindset is shifted and elevated, is where your character is worked on and your heart is matured in God, where you get to learn more about yourself than you ever thought you knew, where you ultimately get to learn about God, where you get to learn skills, you get to learn wisdom and knowledge, you get to learn things that are preparing you for where it is that you're getting ready to go. But if you constantly want to overlook those things or feel that those steps are not necessary, then you'll miss everything that God intends for you to get. And when you get to that place, failure will be waiting because you don't have the necessary tools that are important to help you stay in that position. I'm often reminded of the quote. They say that your talent can get you into doors, but it's your character that's going to keep you in those doors. That's also another sign of preparation, because your talents, you got to think about it, right? A basketball player, football player, musician, actor, whatever the case may be, they have to constantly practice, right? In order to get to a place where they can be considered good enough to either make it to the NFL, to the NBA, to get a role, to get a contract. You have to constantly put in work, and you have to constantly practice at what it is that you do. And your character also in alignment with that, while you're practicing and you're working, is being matured, is being worked on, is being healed, right? So that when you get to where it is that you are going, you can be able to experience success. You can be able to experience longevity because you put in the work, because you're not only relying solely on your character, but you're relying on everything else that goes along with that process. So what is it that I'm saying to you? I'm saying to you, enjoy the process. Enjoy the day-to-day grind. Enjoy the step-by-step movement. Enjoy the ups, the downs, the wins, the losses, the success, the failures. Enjoy it all, because it's all happening for a reason. It's all a part of making you who God called you to be. When you look at the most successful people in life, if it wasn't for their background, if it wasn't for their start, they wouldn't be where they are. And oftentimes, people even go as far as taking a step back and looking back on how far they have come, because they begin to realize that process of purpose, of how they started, and all the roller coasters and all the bumps in the road and everything that they went through and they overcame. And it makes them appreciative. It's a blessing when you can get to that place and you can look back and you can think about, man, I was really against that. I was really not looking forward to that. I was just about to turn that offer down and say no. I was just about to go the other way. I was just about to shut my life off to this or to that. But I'm glad that I didn't. I'm glad that I persevered. I'm glad that I did this or I did that. I'm glad that I trusted the process, because it's landed me exactly where I wanted to be all along. So no matter what your process looks like, always remember this. It's not ever going to look like anybody else's process. You may have some similarities, it's true, but no two processes are ever the exact same. So focus on what your process is. Endure it. Embrace it. Love it. See the good in it more than you tend to see the bad, because that's something that we can tend to do. We can tend to focus so much on the bad that we don't even see the good of it and what it's really doing for us. And that's why we miss those pivotal moments along our process, to where sometimes we get to a place where we look back and say, dang it, if I was just more appreciative about that, or if I just had a different mindset about that, I would have accepted, or I would have been more open, or I would have taken that a different way. But your process is simply that, your process. God knows what he's doing. He knows where he's leading you. He knows where he's guiding you. Trust him. Trust his process. Trust his plans. And ultimately, you'll get to that purpose. Whatever your calling is, whatever it is that you feel that God put in you to do or to be, to add value to this life, to this world, and to those around you, you'll eventually get there. But you got to go through the process. God bless y'all. Until next time, be encouraged, get inspired, and stay uplifted. Again, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and leave a comment below with what you would like for me to talk about. God bless.
Wisdom is for free, but yet it's overpriced. And I never seen success happen overnight.